I sat down last night with an old friend. We had lost touch over the years as the busyness of life had pulled us away from each other. I don't know what made me reach out. I guess just the idea that life is short, or maybe the lingering ache of knowing that our friendship had left on rocky ground and one conversation could help me sleep better at night. Ours was an accidental friendship. One moment you skip into as a child and you just never leave. Looking back, you can't remember exactly when it began. It just always was. I can't remember the moment I left the friendship or exactly when I began to resent my friend or why. So I decided that even though I had a million things to do, that I would stop and reach out to this friend and say hello, thinking it nothing more than putting a period at the end of a long sentence. The friend met with me as if no time had passed. The conversation was clunky at first as we stumbled our way back into the groove we once had. I quickly began to remember what I didn't like about this friend. She had very strict rules and expectations, and I could never live up to them. She made me feel lazy by comparison or just wrong and different. She wanted me to be something I wasn't. Spending time with her just showed me how I didn't measure up. But this time, I didn't storm off. I took a breath and stayed. I relaxed into the conversation. I stopped trying to prove. I didn't worry about what I should do, no longer trying to be something I thought she wanted me to be. I relaxed into myself and just sat with her. And as I played into this moment of our rekindled friendship, I stopped trying to make the notes fit in the right places of our conversation. I stopped worrying about whether the timing was too slow or too fast. But most of all, I just delighted in spending time with her, exploring the things I had never asked. I found the music in between the grace notes of our rekindled friendship. It occurred to me as the minutes turned into hours that all this time, I thought it was her. I thought she was placing the rules on me, showing me what I wasn't, forcing me to conform. And maybe she was in a way, because, well, isn't that what life is? Structured norms and lines to color inside of. All I know is that this time the rules just existed as a space to hold us and launch from. And with a newfound wisdom, or maybe just middle-aged tired, I played the notes of our conversation in whatever order I wanted, with the delicious freedom of just being me, delighting in the tiny giggle of a trilled note or crashing crescendo. I found out things about my friend I never knew. Not because she never told me, but because I never looked. When it was time to go, I sat in stunned silence, staring at this friend with new eyes and wishing I had reached out sooner. I realized that it wasn't the friend I had resented all those years ago, but rather the rules we had both lived in. The rules we learned and practiced, and now we deliciously dance outside those lines to see what waits for both of us on the other side. Last night's visit with an old friend did not put a period at the end of a sentence, but rather started a beautiful new song that perhaps shall finally be played the way it was intended. I have a feeling we will start spending more time together, for I do believe that she was intended for me all these years as a gift that finally I have fully opened. And so, as I step back into the million other things I have to do, I do it with a sense of delicious anticipation, because I know my friend is waiting patiently for the next time I am ready to meet. So, good night, piano. I will see you soon.